Hi guys, my name is Alicia Nicole Jackson. Welcome back to my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And you know what day it is. Today is Sunday, so it is leg and glute day. As you can see, I've already started stretching. My usual, as I always recommend, 7 minutes minimum. Here in this video, I have most of the footage from my workouts, but I'll cut some just so the video won't be extra long. But I do get a good stretch in before and after, so here I am, and I try to do each and every stretch for about 20 seconds. So as you can see, I'm doing that. But I hope everybody's week is going well. To be honest, this was a really rough workout for me. This whole weekend, I was in my head a lot during the workout. I was very anxious, and overall, it was just tough to get through, man. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. I mean, I've been working out for 4.5 years, but I even have tough days. This was a tough one, but I did push through, guys. Just when you have one of those days where the playlist not hitting, you look at the outfit, you're like, dang, I don't know if I like this. I just wasn't feeling nothing. I wasn't feeling nothing. I was being a little brat during my workout, but we still get it done regardless. And to be honest, guys, that's just the reality of life sometimes. Sometimes you just got to do stuff that you do not want to do, right? You may not want to go work out. And, none of us want to do the hard stuff most times. But what you must know is that it doesn't matter how you feel in the moment. You have to push past your emotions and get it done anyway. It's times where, I may not feel like editing a video or posting or, bringing my tripod and recording myself in front of everybody. But I still do it anyway, because you have to ignore your emotions sometimes to get the things that you want. That's what discipline is showing up regardless of how you feel. So I hope that when you guys watch my videos, I'm motivating you to keep going and to keep showing up. And it's okay to, hey, guy who just passed through. This is my first time seeing that. But it's okay to have days where you don't want to show up, and it's okay to acknowledge those emotions. It's okay to take breaks, right? You're not Superwoman or Superman. I'm not going to sit here and tell you have to be strong all the time and you can't cry and you can't take breaks. I think that's an annoying stigma, especially for women of color. But when it comes to working out, you just gotta push through. You gotta keep going. This was a tough one, but hey, I did it. And it just shows you I'm human. Like a video, in a video, it could look very, very easy, the things that I'm doing, but I still have my trials and tribulations, and that's why I get in the gym, for my mental health and to keep it together, because there's a lot going on in the world, y'all. It's easy to crash out, and my form of crashing out is self-improvement. So, I'm putting all the energy that I could be putting in something negative into something positive and transforming my body. So here I am, guys. We're actually about to get in the workout. I'm just finishing up my stretch. Look at me. Literally shaking my head like, baby, this was a tough one. But, here I am getting it done, thugging it out as usual. And we're going to get into it. Like, the start of this workout was quite diabolical. My trainer, Omar, he's been going hard, man. Been going hard, but I am attempting a bulk. And as I mentioned in my previous videos, I'm eating an excessive amount of calories, so it's a bit harder, but still getting in the gym, still getting to it, and making sure I get my workouts in, because that's my way of staying peaceful. Working out, showing up, even on the days I'm like, alright, we're all done with stretching, guys. Now, I'm getting prepared for side step squats. I think to start off with side step squats was just crazy. So you know what type of day this is going to be, to be honest. And basically what I did was I did 3 sets of side step squats. So one set is going one way and then coming back. So that was one set. So you see how I'm going down this way? Right? when I reach the end, like I'm doing now. Probably gonna high five myself, and then I'm gonna go back the other way. And technically, this would be one set. So I did 3 of those. One down and one back was 1. Another down and another back was 2. And another down and another back was 3. So yeah, I started off with these bad boys, but I will say these are awesome. Side step squats are awesome. To be honest, I feel like this is one of the best things you can do for your legs and glutes to build them, aside from lunges. Lunges, you know, if you don't feel like doing this, I would say lunge in place for like 3 sets of 15. Lunge forward. And I feel like that will give you a similar effect as like the side step squats. So, here I am again. About to finish this set out in a second. But yeah, guys, I wasn't feeling this today. I'm like, I didn't like my outfit. And now that I'm bulking, you know, some days I look different, right? Because I typically have abs, but honey, sometimes the weight goes to all different places. So, yeah, it was a tough one. I'm like, do I really have to do this? Yes, you do, girl. Get to it. There we go. Hey. Hey, squat low. Okay. And then after this, I did one more set. I just did them off camera. Boom. Next, we're going to go to one of my favorites, leg extensions. So, with leg extensions, I start off light. And then I gradually go heavier. So, for beginners, like I do, I always suggest 3 sets of 15. Remember, start light and gradually go higher. These ones I did them in 10, so excuse me, not 10s, but I did 12, 10, 8, and that's because I was lifting pretty heavy. So I start with the lightest one, which for me was 80, then I go 90, then I go 100. So if you're a beginner, do 3 sets of 15. Like I always say, I do the 12, 10, and 8 because I lift heavy, and I don't want to be too exhausted because I have a pretty strenuous workout. So and the great thing about this day was nobody was really at the gym, so I didn't have anybody in the way when I was recording. And yeah, guys, this leg extension machine should be pretty much everywhere, and I'm all done with those. Alright, this is a new one. Y'all make sure, I'm just cleaning off the equipment, but, cleanliness is next to godliness, so if you didn't see it on camera, I definitely probably wiped it off camera. So next, these are new to me posting them, but basically these are single, what are these? I know what they are, guys. It's been a long weekend. Why can't I think of them right now? The single leg press. Jeez Louise. Huh. That took a minute. But these are the single leg press. So I do these just to build muscle on my individual legs. And I do these actually pretty heavy. I was on like 80. But basically I do 12, 10, 8. Again, I would suggest for you to do 3 sets of 15. Remember, always start lighter and gradually lift heavier. And then when you come up from them, lock your knee. If I had like any critique for myself, I would have definitely tried to maybe move the chair a little closer, so that I could push away more, and then not lock my knee at the top. But basically I do one side for those 3 sets, so you're gonna see me run through them here. I was trying to go, y'all, but make sure you take your time and don't lock your knee and get as close as possible. And the goal for you, if you're a beginner, is not to like necessarily lift the heaviest ever, but just to make sure you're comfortable and you're doing the form right. But yeah. This is the first time I did these on camera. I was so nervous to set up my camera to record these. But it all worked out as usual. It always does. And then I'm just changing the weight. Taking a little breaky break, guys. And I'm going to go to the other leg, the other side. So same thing, 3 sets on this. And these are pretty good. Would I say these are my favorite to do? Like, no, they're not my favorite. I feel like these are a good one to add occasionally, because I don't do these as often as I do the other ones. If you've been watching my other videos, the main staples are the leg extensions, and then other couple workouts that are coming up shortly. But these ones are kind of just one my trainer gives me to throw in there to spice things up, and they're pretty productive. If you need another way to use this machine, I would definitely recommend this way. Just remember, get closer and don't lock your knees at the top because you want to avoid injury. So, I'm almost done with these. Oh man, I was over it. I'm like, Jesus, save me, please. And, I like that I keep my breaks in between my workouts. I'm a human being, guys. I'm not a robot or a machine. I know some fitness influencers post their workouts all the way through, but I'm a human being. I need a break. It's okay to take a break. I take breaks, I get water, and then I finish strong. There we go. Boom. Alrighty, guys. These are one of my favorites that are in my other videos as well. RDLs. So, how I like to do my RDLs, if you don't know, is I like to place a plate in the middle, and I like to put both heels on that plate, and then I have the bar right above my knees, and then I have a weight. So I still do the RDL form where your knees are slightly bent and you bend over with the dumbbell, kind of like the same RDL form where you brush your legs a bit, and then you come back up, but not all the way. So this is my favorite variation of RDLs, and I feel it the most this way. And I'm not gonna lie, I think the last time I did this RDL form or RDL video, I had the bar a bit higher, and to be honest, I didn't feel this variation as much in my legs when I had the bar higher, but when I had the bar slightly above my knees, I felt it way more, and I feel like it was just way more effective overall than what I did previously. So if you go back and watch my old videos, you'll see like the bar was a bit higher and I used the Smith machine, but I felt like this was just way more effective overall, and I would actually suggest this way. So I'm going to go ahead and do another set. Like I said, some of my sets, typically the last set is off camera, but I do 3 sets of everything. If you're a beginner, 3 sets of 15, I would suggest that for you. But me, I did the 12, 10, 8, and I pushed through these. And that's my gym homie on the other side of me. Typically when I come in at night, she's there putting in work too. And I always have so much respect for people coming in and working out at night, especially other women there thugging it out. Like, we're spending our Saturday nights at the gym when we could be doing so many other things. So I have nothing but respect for her. And she's always super cool. But I love this gym. It's super peaceful. Everybody minds their business. And I'm minding my business, and I'm all done. I'm like, yes. And next, we're gonna go to one of my favorites too, the abductor, but we're squeezing inward. This is one of my old faithfuls, as well as my RDLs that I just did. Some of these I'm gonna constantly do over and over again. And I feel like when people think of fitness, that's just me probably throwing the tissue away, but I feel like when people think of fitness, they feel like fitness has to be you doing like super intricate, amazing workouts every single time that you work out. All these different workouts. No, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Do the things you know work over time and slowly increase your weight. You don't have to do new tricks every single time. Should you spice it up and add different things to wake up your glutes, to wake up your legs? Absolutely. But should it be something new every time? No, it does not necessarily have to be. If you know certain things work, you keep doing those things. And the beautiful thing about the workouts, as I mentioned before, is that you can do different variations. These are always typically doing leg day. I've been doing them more lately. And 3 sets of 15 for you guys. For me, 12, 10, 8 because I lift heavy. Baby, I was over it. Did you see the wear through my head? I'm like, yeah, no. But yeah. Yeah, guys, that's what I would suggest for you. And with these, I did them simple this time. Sometimes what I do is I squeeze inward and I hold for 5 seconds, and that works awesome too. It gives you the extra pressure that you need, especially in your inner thigh area, and just overall helps with building your glutes. But this time I didn't do the hold, I just did them regular, which is good. And typically, guys, I do the Smith machine, or just not the single leg press, but I do them with both legs, not the one that helps, but the one that I actually have to lift with my own weight. I didn't do them this time because, to be honest, guys, I needed a break. I've been lifting so heavy, my body was like so exhausted, so I just did my old faithfuls as heavy as I could, but took a little break from those two. All right. And last but not least, I feel like my last video, I did the Stairmaster as my cool down, but this time what I did as my cool down was I did the treadmill on an incline. And I mentioned in one of my videos that the treadmill on the incline is awesome because basically what it does is you're losing fat, but you're building muscle as you're walking on that incline. It's really good for your legs and your glutes. So when I'm bulking like I am now, I typically do the treadmill more often, but I do this because I want to lose the fat, but I want to build that muscle, you know what I mean? And this is one of the most perfect cool downs for that, I would suggest. And I also love cardio. I know that I'm bulking, so I don't do a lot of cardio, but I do try to include cardio, and I would encourage cardio. Man, especially if your family has a history of heart problems, you need to be in the gym doing cardio, or just running, you know, adding walks, doing some form of cardio to get your heart going. I know a lot of people who are bulking and, you know, who want to put on weight and muscle don't suggest cardio. But I do think that you could do it in small doses. So you're not necessarily losing a whole bunch of weight, but you do want to get your heart rate up there. And I was someone who at first didn't believe in cardio, just because, you know, my goal was to always bulk and put on weight in the right places, but you still need it. So I would just encourage you, if you haven't tried already, just hop on a treadmill. It makes a big difference in your day, especially if you get on early in the morning. Oh my goodness, before work, you know, jog 30 minutes, you're going to feel like a champion. To be honest, I can't wait until I'm so deep in bulking that I could start jogging again because I want to lose more fat. Because when I was jogging for 30 minutes, I just felt so good. So guys, this is my cool down. This was a quicker one today. Like I said, it was a rough day. It was a rough weekend, but We pull through regardless, man. Emotions are fleeting. It's going to be days you don't want to show up, you don't want to do it, you don't want to be there. And guess what? You still got to go. Because you have goals, and your goals don't care about your excuses, you know. Acknowledge those emotions, get them out, cry if you need to, but you're going to feel so much better when you actually go and get it done. And best believe I did, you know. A lot of the times we have anxiety, one, because we don't want to do those things, but because we actually didn't do them. You know, when you're doing what you're supposed to, you don't have anxiety. Well, not as much anxiety, because you're actually following through with what you said you would. So I did this for about 10 minutes on an incline the whole time. And after this, I stretched again, like what I did in the beginning of the video. But thank you guys for coming back to my channel. Please like, comment, subscribe. I have other socials. Follow my Instagram and TikTok. I hope you're enjoying my videos. I hope they inspire and encourage you. Add these to your leg day, 3 sets of 15 on everything. See you guys in the next one. Have a great week. Bye.